I was his. I barred his mark on my skin. It's been a week since Tyler's marked me, and we've been closer than ever. It's starting to feel like we're a normal couple. I feel normal, besides the pains I get from my whole making like an egg situation. I haven't seen my dad since he told me about my gift. It's like he just disappeared again. He said that he would come back, but it's been 3 weeks. I haven't seen Frank because he went back to Moonstone before my dad showed up. The Rouge sightings have drastically decreased, and it's really helping with my nerves about people taking me. But something is telling me that the battle isn't over yet. It hasn't even started. Anna, you're spacing out again. Katie whines as she tells me about a hot guy she talked to at school. Sorry, but didn't you say he had a girlfriend? I question her, with a confused look on my face. So, I'll just steal him? Katie explains like I'm stupid. You're going to steal her boyfriend? Well, when you put it that way. Katie frowns. I roll my eyes at her and continue eating lunch that I made. Katie and I are like sisters now. We share secrets, paint each other's nails, watch romantic chick flicks. It reminds me of the stuff I used to do with my sister, Stella. I shake the thoughts of her out of my head. I don't want to start bawling. Since it's Saturday, let's go to the mall, Katie suggests as she finishes off her grilled cheese. Katie doesn't know about my mark yet. I've been wearing my hair down all week to hide it from her. I just want a little bit of time before I inform her. I'm not ready for screaming. Sure, why not? I agree and take our empty plates to the sink. I could use a girl day. Let me go tell Tyler. Oh, he should be on the training fields. Katie reminds me. I'm going to go get ready. She cheers and heads upstairs. She has such a bright personality. I'm glad I ran into her in the woods. If I didn't, I would still be mateless in Seattle. I make my way over to the training fields in the cold weather. If I wasn't a wolf, I would get frostbite. I see some people training ahead. The closer I get, the more one looks like Tyler. The wind blows straight on me, causing my hair to fly back. Now my mark is in perfect view. I grab my hair and hold it down. We aren't telling people yet. I walk up behind Tyler and my scaring thoughts come to mind. I quietly tiptoe up to him and give the people he's talking to a signal to not tell him. They just shake their heads, like they know I can't scare him. I start running and jump on his back, yelling boo. Suddenly he grabs my legs and flips me over him, and I land on the hard, cold grass with a thud. I whine on the floor as the pain hits my head and backside. Anna, what were you thinking? Tyler helps me up with a worried face. Are you okay? I just groan in response. I just came to tell you that Katie and I are going to the mall. My voice sounds like a man's. I really need to crack my back now. Okay, my inner self cheers. But bring Jackson. Why, we're fine on our own. I protest, trying to win him over. Jackson is going with you guys for protection. I don't want anything to happen to my sister and my mate. He fights back and helps me up. I can't win that battle. He just wants us to be safe. I sigh and yell for Jackson, who is training also. Jackson, come on, we're going shopping. I call in front of everyone. Some of the girls start to giggle, and Jackson sends me a thanks, Anna, not glare. I roll my eyes and motion for him to hurry up. He jogs to Tyler and I while shaking his head. Jackson, I need you to go with Katie and Anna to the mall. Tyler orders, but not in an alpha voice, but more like, sucks to be you. He lets out a deep sigh. Fine, but only because she's your mate and Katie's your sister, and I just happen to be your friend also. Yay. Okay, bye, Tyler. He turns around and faces the training field again. What? No goodbye kiss? I clear my throat and he turns around. Oh, my credit card's on my desk. He informs me and turns back around, watching the werewolf spar. No, Tyler, not that. He turns back around with a confused face and shrugs as if asking what. Fine, I guess you don't want my goodbye kiss. I mutter, pretending to act hurt. Let's go, Jackson. Wait, I want it. Tyler calls after me as I start to walk away. I spin around and walk backward. Too late. Then I turn back facing the house and keep walking. Suddenly, I'm lifted up off of the grass and Tyler presses his lips to mine. My heart starts to swell. He ran after me. I always get what I want, Tyler says with satisfaction. I playfully smack his chest and he places me back on the ground. Whatever, I mumble. trying not to smile like an idiot. Jackson and I make our way back to the packed house, and Jackson leaves to go get clothes from Tyler's room. Apparently, he has spare clothes here because they used to train together, then come back and get to business with pack stuff. I fled to my room to quickly change into warmer clothes. It's colder outside than I thought. When I'm finished, I grab my bag and head back downstairs to find Katie and Jackson watching TV, waiting for me. "You ready?" Katie asks, not taking her eyes from the screen. I find this normal because Friends is on. "Yep, let's go." "How about this?" I hold up a purple beaded dress. "Ew, no!" Katie screeches as she scans through the dress rack. "Katie, choose something. We've been looking for an hour." Jackson whines as he lays down on the cute waiting chairs. Katie's winter formal is coming up and she insisted on getting a dress today. We've been in 3 different dress stores. This is the last one. After the first store, Jackson been complaining about the whole hour we spent looking. "How about this?" I hold up a long sweetheart neckline gold dress. The top is jeweled and sparkles. She takes the dress from my hand and examines its sheer fabric. I can tell she's really thinking about this one. "I'll try it on." She smiles. Finally. We follow her to the change rooms. She goes in the stall while Jackson and I wait outside. "So he marked you?" Jackson asks. "What? How did you know?" "I've been super careful to hide it for the past week. When he picked you up, your hair uncovered it." He chuckled. "Darn." Suddenly, Katie swings the door open and she's wearing the gold dress. She has a disappointed face on. How can she not like this one? She looks absolutely gorgeous. "Anna," she sadly mumbles. "I love it." She surprises Jackson and me. "Thank goddess," Jackson yells. "Thank you." Katie and I laugh at how ridiculous Jackson is acting. Then Katie goes back into the changing room and pulls out a beautiful red silky dress. It has a jewel outline in the top. "I wanted to see you try it on," she bubbles. "Huh, no. Please, you're going to need a dress anyways," she protests. "No. Anna, please, I picked it out for you," she cries out, and the whole store turns to us. "Anna, just put on the dress and we can go." Jackson agrees with Katie. "Fine," I mutter and grab the dress from Katie's hands. I trudge into the changing stall and strip off my clothes. I unzip the dress and slip it on. "Wow," I mumble as I look in the mirror. "I actually look good. It hugs my curves nicely and brightens up my eyes." "Let me see," Katie calls from outside the stall. I open the door and Katie gasps. "It's perfect! What do I need a dress for anyways?" "Your Luna welcoming party," Katie spills. "Oops, I wasn't supposed to tell you." I roll my eyes at her and re-enter the changing room so I can get the dress. That girl can't keep a secret. But I can't help but wonder about this welcoming party. As I pull my shirt back, my phone buzzes in my bag. I take it out and read the text. From unknown. "You look gorgeous in red, darling." I freak and drop my phone on the wood floor in the stall. It lands with a thud, making a loud noise. "You okay?" Jackson asks as they wait for me. "Yeah, I'm fine." I grab my phone off the floor and delete the message. The last time I got a message like this was the rough one. I quickly finish changing and I rush out of the changing area. "Someone's in a hurry," Katie mutters as they catch up to me at the purchase counter. I place the dress on the counter as the lady rings it up. I grab my wallet out of my bag and take out my debit card. But I'm too late. Jackson has already swiped Tyler's card. I glare up at him and cross my arms. "Again? Really?" "Tyler told me to." He defends himself. I groan and grab my dress from the lady. It's in a nice box, which is inside a bag. "Come on, let's go home." "Why are you in such a rush?" Katie questions as she grabs her bag, with her gold dress in it. "I'm not. I just miss Tyler. Even though it was an excuse, I do miss him now that I think about it." "Aw, you guys are so cute. Okay, let's go." We leave the mall and head back to the pack house. The whole car ride, I kept looking behind us to see if any cars were following us. I also scanned the woods just in case there was a wolf watching us. This stalker is driving me crazy. I just feel so paranoid. Maybe I should tell Tyler about it when I get home. When we get to the house, Katie, Jackson, and I grab all of the shopping bags out of the truck and carry them into the house. I needed more clothes. My duffel bag and the few outfits I bought last time won't last me forever. "Why did we buy so much?" Katie cries out as the heavy bags weigh down on our arms. Jackson just laughs at us as he easily opens the door. Stupid boy strength. I feel like we've been in this situation before. We get inside and place all of our bags on the floor and sigh. Now they just have to get upstairs. I think out loud. I can help. Tyler joins us in the living room. Okay, those bags are mine, and those bags are Anna's. Katie directs the guys, pointing to our piles. I'll take Anna's, you take Katie's. Tyler grabs some of my bags and starts bringing them upstairs. All the stuff we got doesn't seem to bother him. I grab some bags myself and carry them upstairs. Go through my door but don't see Tyler. I check his room and I see him placing the bags down. I want you to be in here with me. No, the chocolate fountain goes on the dessert buffet, Katie yells at Jackson. Jackson rolls his eyes. You guys stop. This will get done faster if we get along. I cut in, trying to break up their shouting charade. Tomorrow is my Luna introduction dinner party, and Katie, Jackson, Michael, Nicole, Tyler, and I are finishing up the last decorations and food issues. Everything is very formal. Alphas, Lunas, and Betas from neighboring pack are attending, along with our pack's higher-ranking members like the head warrior, Dr. Kent, obviously Katie. I asked if Frank could come too, and he is. I can't wait to wear my new dress. It's been hanging up in my, Tyler and I's closet for 3 days. Having to look at it and not be able to wear it kills me. Ow, I whimper. Stupid egg cells are driving me insane. You okay? Tyler asks me, while carrying in a big box from outside. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a painkiller. I couldn't rip my eyes away from his bulging arm muscles. I hurry into the kitchen and grab my pills off the counter. I always have them handy. I pop 2 in my mouth and grab a water bottle from the fridge. I drink the refreshing liquid and let out an ah. I'm starting to think that the pain will never go away. Hey, are you okay? Tyler joins me in the kitchen. My heart can't help but flutter at how much he cares. Yeah, I'm fine. I place the water bottle on the counter island and take a deep breath. The pain is a little more intense right now. Tyler comes up behind me and wraps his arms around my midsection. He moves my dark brown locks from my neck and gently kisses my beautiful mark, causing a shiver of pleasure to run down my spine. I giggle as we slowly sway, and Tyler keeps kissing my neck. Ah! My eyes immediately turn to the doorway to see Katie standing with wide eyes. He marked you, she screams again. This is why I didn't want to tell her yet. This is why. How could you not tell me? When did he mark you? Katie fangirls. Last week, I admitted sheepishly. How come you didn't tell me? Katie grumbles. I feel bad now. I mean, she is Tyler's sister and my best friend. My face falls as I pull away from Tyler and walk towards Katie. I'm so sorry. You deserve to know. I pull her into a tight hug. That is not what I expected. Katie mouths to Tyler while pointing at my back. What's going on here? Nicole pops her head into the kitchen. A girl moment. Tyler mutters and shakes his head while going back to help. Oh yay! Nicole joins in our hug. Well, tries. Nicole, are huge. When's the due date? Like next week sometime. She answers like it's no big deal. Should you even be coming to the party? Katie freaks. What if... Katie, it's fine. It's not until next week, Nicole assures her. Okay, just be careful. We all go back and help the guys finish up with the setup. May I say it looks very nice, very classy. I can't wait for my party. I feel like things are finally coming together. I'm going to be a Luna. Oh crap, I'm going to be a Luna. Oh goddess, I'm going to be a Luna. I don't know anything about running a real pack. I've only temporarily took charge of 15 people. What if I mess up or the pack doesn't like me? What if Tyler thinks I'm a horrible leader and he rejects me for another girl? I don't know what I would do without him. I mean, I already probably can't give him children. Are you going to get ready? Katie asks as she climbs the stairs. Yeah, I hurry up to our room and pull my dress out of the closet. Nothing happened to it. Good. I rest the soaking red fabric on the bed while I jump into the shower. The hot water trails down my back, causing me to forget about all my worries. I'll be a great Luna, and I'm going to make sure of it. When I'm finished, I turn off the water and grab a white soft towel to cover myself. I enter the bedroom and jump when I see Tyler opening the door. When he notices me, his eyes turn full of lust and want. His gaze trails up my clean body. "Tyler, just go shower," I order, starting to feel restless. "Yes, ma'am." I giggle at how silly he can be sometimes. I grab my robe off the hanger in the closet and switch it for my towel. I tie the fluffy fabric around myself and sit down at my vanity. Tyler got it for me, so the room feels less manly. I applied light makeup with a smoky eye and mascara. When my hair is semi-dry, I brush through it and blow-dry it completely dry. I grab my curling wand and gently add loose wavy curls to the bottom half of my hair. I sprayed in some voluminous hairspray that definitely livens up my hair. I quickly grab a nude lipstick and apply it to my lips before stepping into my dress. I pulled it over my body and zipped it up on the side. I glance in the mirror and smile. I feel like a princess. Or in this case, a Luna. I hear the water turn off in the bathroom, so I knocked on the door. "I'm going to check on Katie," I call through the door. Tyler gives me a simple clear, and I head down the hallway to her bedroom. I peek through the door and see her putting in a pair of diamond earrings. "Oh, Anna, come here." She signals me to join her. She turns around and her face lights up. "Oh, Anna, Tyler is going to fall to his knees." "Thanks, and you look amazing yourself." I gesture to her gold dress. "I decided to wear it for both your party and my formal." "You're missing something." She studies me. "Oh, of course, diamonds." She turns to her dresser and lifts a beautiful diamond pair of earrings to my head. "Perfect, here, put these on." I grab the pair and put them on. "Oh, and this bracelet." She hands me a gray diamond bracelet. "Why do you have so many diamonds?" I ask while putting on the bracelet. "For my birthday, my parents send me a diamond collection each year," she states, but sounding annoyed. "That sounds luxurious." "Yeah." Her face falls, but before I could ask if she was okay, she smiles. "You should go get your red velvet heels, then we can head downstairs." I smile and nod before going back to my Tyler and I's room. I wonder why Katie always gets upset when we talk about her parents. I walk in the door and see Tyler buttoning up his white shirt. Dark, I was too late. He turns to me and his eyes go wide. "Anna, you look gorgeous, amazing, perfect, beautiful." I giggle and grab my shoes. I put them on, then I'm finally ready. I grab Tyler's tie of the bed and bring it to him. "Anna, you're absolutely breathtaking." A blush creeps onto my cheeks, and I look down, then back up. "Thank you." He tied his tie quickly and slipped on his suit jacket. "Okay, let's get downstairs." I followed Tyler downstairs and saw about half the people already arrived. We are expecting 35 people. I wanted to invite more, like the pack, but the pack house couldn't fit more than 70 comfortably. So we stuck with higher-ranking members and neighbors. Tyler and I made our way through the crowd, but every now and then being stopped and congratulated. There was elegant piano music playing throughout the house, making everything seem even more high class. I saw Katie talking to Jackson by the dessert buffet, so I told Tyler I'd be with them. He was talking to another alpha about pack stuff. I should have listened. I am going to be Luna. I made my way up to Katie and Jackson while they waved. "Hey, guys," I greet. I feel relieved to be around people I know. Not that I don't like these people or anything. "How are you liking the party?" Jackson takes another swig of his drink. "It's fancy." "Yeah, most of them are like this," Katie says in a bored tone. I'm guessing she got used to this. My old pack had parties that were more elegant, but not this elegant. "So where's Michael and Nicole?" I ask, changing the subject. "They should be here any minute." After everyone arrived, we all sat down for dinner. It was 5 large round tables set up with 7 chairs at each. I sat with Tyler, Katie, Jackson, Michael, Nicole, and Frank. I didn't get to talk with Frank much so far, so I'm hoping later I can before he leaves. Tyler taps his glass and stands up in front of everyone. "I have a toast. To my beautiful mate. When I first saw you, I knew that we would be forever. You brighten up everyone's day and make life worth living. You make me a better person and Alpha. I know you will be a wonderful Luna. I love you." My eyes fluttered open and I was greeted by sunlight pouring in through the window. I feel Tyler's arm holding me close to his strong, muscular, hot. Anna stots it. Tyler likes to hold me super close at night, ever since I told him I was scared someone was going to take me when I was sleeping. I'm glad I told him. Tyler started mumbling something and I couldn't help but giggle. On the outside, he's all tough and manly, but on the inside, he's a big teddy bear. I try and wiggle out of his embrace, but he mumbles again and pulls me back against his chest. Next, I try to lift his arm, but he quickly wraps it around my side. I sigh. I didn't want to wake him up, but my bladder isn't going to wait. Tyler, let go. I whisper while lightly shaking him. No, he mumbles against my neck. He was awake, that jerk. I roll my eyes and attempt to lift his arm again, not a budge. Tyler, I pout. 5 more minutes, he mutters, keeping his eyes closed. I grumble, then smack him hard on his shoulder. I have to pee. He doesn't even flinch at my hard slap, but I hear him chuckle. That was cute. He lets me free and I scurry off the bed and into the bathroom. I'm not going to explain in detail. Let's just say I no longer had to pee. I washed my hands and brushed my teeth before crawling back into the bed. It was so warm and comfortable. Plus, it had my sexy mate lying in it. I pulled the duvet over my chilled body and Tyler pulls me back into his embrace. Feeling his naked chest against my back instantly warms me and gives off a calming aroma. Suddenly, the door opens, and Katie is standing in the doorway with her hand over her eyes. Is it clear? Katie, I hiss at her. She peeks through her fingers and sighs. I sit up from my relaxing position and glare at the girl that ruined our happy time. Sorry, but Tyler, don't you have alpha things to do? Katie calls to an exhausted Tyler. He grumbles in response, then sits up also. I told Jackson to look after things while I spend time with Anna. He mutters while fully waking up. My heart bubbled at his words. He wanted to spend time with me. I fight back the blush that is threatening to creep on my face. Well, I better get to school if I want to talk with James. Oh, and I made breakfast. She happily waves before leaving, but forgetting to close the door. James is her date to her winter formal. I can't help but feel bad that they aren't mates. It's sad, because they know they can't really be together. I sigh and crash back down onto my soft pillow before cuddling back up in the blankets. I'm going to take a shower. Care to join? Tyler flirts. My heart spazzes a little before I mutter, in your dreams. Then I will keep dreaming, Tyler informs me before closing the bathroom door. This is gonna mess with my head the rest of the day. I turn to the side table and check my phone if anyone called. Oh no. From unknown. Have fun at the party, Luna? I automatically delete the message and place my phone back on the bedside table. I still haven't told Tyler. Should I? I mean, I don't want him to worry. And it's not like these texts matter. They're just texts. This isn't Pretty Little Liars. So I was thinking, maybe we could go out tonight, just the two of us, as a date? I turn around to face Tyler as we walk downstairs. Me and Tyler on a date. I never thought that would happen. I mean, he's Tyler. He doesn't really come off as the good romantic type. He's more like a Christian Grey. I would love that. I agree softly and blush, then swiftly turn back around. He just asked, but I already can't wait till our date. I'll call it date night. We both enter the kitchen to see 2 plates covered in tin foil. Katie, what if it's a prank? I slowly scoot closer and lift up the foil. Oh, goddess. Oh, never mind. It's eggs, bacon, and toast. Wow, she really did make breakfast. I mumble as I shove a piece of crispy bacon in my mouth. And it's edible. After we chow down the amazing breakfast Katie kindly made us, I let out a loud sigh. That was a lot of food. I can be such an animal sometimes. I'm going to run upstairs and grab my phone, I informed Tyler before rushing up to our room. Okay, I probably shouldn't have ran. Food is about to come back up. I grab my phone off the bedside table and unfortunately it beeps in my hand. From unknown. I see you, but do you see me? I gasp. This never ends. I scan outside the window in front of me. Holy crap. Standing in the tree line is a man dressed in all black, but I couldn't make out any facial features. My heart started to race. I gripped onto my phone and sprinted downstairs. They're outside to get me. They're outside to get me. I quickly scanned the living room. No Tyler. I ran into the kitchen. No Tyler. Oh goodness, where is he? Did they take him? I checked the dining room and his office and I still couldn't find him. Tears were streaming down my cheeks. They got him, and they're coming for me next. Who the hell is playing tricks with me? 2. Unknown. Who is this? My fingers tremble as they typed the text message and sent it. A few seconds later, I got my reply. From unknown. I can't tell you, but I can show you. Anna, what happened? I spin around in my spot to see Tyler standing in front of me with a packet of paper. Relief floods through my bones and my headache fades away. Where did you go? I freak. I thought they took you, you jerk. Anna, calm down. I forgot some papers in my car, so I went to get them. I can't take this stress. This unknown person is driving me insane. I'm about to lose my mind. I mean, that person was just outside the same time Tyler was. What if something happened to him? My phone beeped again. From unknown. I wouldn't tell Tyler unless you want to take him and his pack down with you. What was that? Who just texted you? No one. It was nothing important. I stammer as I shove my phone in my back pocket. His face turns stern and he lets out a sigh. Anna, who was it? I look down at my feet. Crap, I suck at coming up with lies on the spot. It was Nicole. It was about the baby. He raises an eyebrow. Okay. His voice is unsure. Why are you crying? He questions while stepping closer. No, my eyes are just irritated. Nice one, Anna. Whispers. Have fun on your date, you two. Katie calls as we get in Tyler's car. I wore a simple black dress and white kitten heels. I didn't want to look too overdressed or too underdressed. We drove downtown to a new restaurant that opened yesterday. Since Tyler is who he is, we got reservations easily. We were led to our table for 2 and given menus. The restaurant wasn't too fancy. It was just right for us. I hooked my purse on the back of my chair and scanned through the menu. I pretty much wanted to get everything, but I'm a lady, not a pig. See anything you like? Tyler asks casually. I glance up at him and smile. I can't believe I'm actually on a date with him. My tough, rogue-slaying, drool-worthy, smart, and handsome mate. My mate. The salmon sounds good. So does the golden Yukon potato soup. Anything you like? I glance up at him. You look pretty delicious. I ended up ordering the golden Yukon potato soup, and it did not disappoint. Tyler ordered some fancy steak that I don't remember the name of. He's so manly. I held the spoon up to my lips again and swallowed the addicting soup. This should be our regular place for date night. I should probably tell Tyler that I made date night a thing. No texts, no pains, no worries. Tonight was just perfect. The best part was that I was with my mate. May I say he may be a rogue slayer, but right now he is my European prince. Am I pretty sure he's European? Not from Europe, but his heritage has to be Italian. How is everything? The waiter brings me back to reality, and I answer with a simple perfection. The whole time Tyler and I small-talked, just learning more things about each other. He became alpha at 18 because his father stepped down. I guess being alpha comes with a lot of pressure, and it happened. The only thing that I didn't want to happen. It buzzed. My phone buzzed. My face went blank, and I carefully looked around the room. I didn't see anyone suspicious. Anna, what's going on? Are you okay? I snapped back to Tyler. Yeah, everything is fine. I almost can't fight the urge to read the text. I smile awkwardly and glance at my purse. It's in there. My phone. It's so close. Who texted you? He asks, laced with seriousness. I shrug and shake my head. Anna, give me your phone, he orders and holds out his hand. I look at his hand in pure terror. Oh no, it's fine, I can... Anna, give me the phone. Oh no. I slowly reached in my bag and grasped my phone. Do I give it to him? Or dunk it in my water? My heart starts to race uncontrollably as I hold it across the table and drop it into his hand. He looks at the screen, reading the message. Oh God, please, let this all be a dream. What if the guy was serious? Will he really attack our pack? Will he hurt Tyler? I held my breath until he spoke. Nicole is in labor. He breaths out. Thank God. Wait, let's go. I panic and grab my purse. Tyler throws money on the table, and we took it to his car. We climb in, and Tyler speeds off to the pack doctor. What if it was that guy? I take a deep breath and try to relax. It wasn't. We're still okay. I could feel my wolf getting mad at me for keeping secrets from our mate, but I can't risk it. This is all my fault. I just keep getting everyone into trouble. What does the future hold for me? I can barely have kids. People are looking for me. My dead dad is alive. What else could happen? I just have to stay strong and try not to ruin anything more. We got out of the car and ran into the building. Tyler went up to the front desk while I waited behind. I glanced around the room. It was empty except for Tyler, the lady at the desk, and I. While Tyler found out the information, I sat down in one of the waiting chairs. I wonder if it's a boy or girl. I wonder what they're going to name it. Nicole will be a great mom. She's always happy. She puts a smile on your face. She knows how to cheer you up. Nicole has a motherly vibe. Anna, come on. Tyler motions for me to follow him, and I do. We enter a room that's almost all white. It's so clean and pure looking. Laying on the bed is Nicole holding her little baby with Michael. They're smiling at the camera that Katie has in her hands. They look like a family. Oh, you guys are here. This is Isabel. Nicole introduces us to her little baby girl. She's so cute and small, so fragile. Anna, you want to hold her? Do I? Well, of course I do. But what if I mess up? What if I drop her? Yeah, sure, I blurt before really thinking. I walk up to her bed and reach out for Isabel. I carefully take her into my arms and hold her close. A part of me is longing. I want this. I want the option of holding my own child in my arms, rocking them in my embrace. I want to protect my own child. I'm not saying I want to have a baby right now, but in the future, hopefully, the odds will be on my side. She has your eyes, Nicole, and your nose, Michael. I say quietly. She looks exactly like them. She's their little miracle. I feel my heart start to crumble. I want this, these moments. I want to know that one day I can be happy and have a family too, but I don't. And I'm sure I won't. I hand Isabel back over to her mother and step back. I can't help but want to cry. I blink and blink, trying to get rid of the water forming in my eyes. I'm going to the bathroom, I mutter, before rushing into the hallway, into the nearest restroom. I swing the door open and quickly shut it and lock it. I grab onto the sink and slowly raise my head up, seeing myself in the mirror. Is it even me anymore? I let out a blood-curdling scream and grab my phone, throwing it against the mirror, leaving a long crack in the middle and shards on the floor. I can't take it. Why can't I just be a human, be normal? Damn it. I look up at my face as a long crack ran through it. What did I do? I broke a mirror. How can I be so selfish? I pick up my phone off the tile floor covered in glass. It's cracked. A message popped up on the broken screen. From unknown. Angry? Suddenly there's banging on the door and shouting. How long have they been there? Anna, open the door. Tyler. Oh no. I look down at my arm as I begin to feel a sharp pain. There's a glass shard in my arm. Anna, open the damn door before I break it down. Blood slowly drips down my forearm, trailing its way to my palm. I'm weak. I reach for the lock of the door and gently turn it, freeing the lock. I don't want him to see me like this. I'm supposed to be strong and confident. But all I am is depressed, scared, nervous, and weak. People only want me for my stupid eggs, my curse. Other than that, I'm a burden. I'm a burden. Anna. I turn to my left to see Tyler standing in the doorway, breathing heavy. His eyes scan my surroundings. When they reach my arm, he looks away. I couldn't tell if he was disappointed, upset, angry. My nerves were on edge. What have I done? How could I be so childish, so unappreciative? I wish Mom was here to hold me and tell me everything is okay. I wish my sister could tell me that I'll always have her. I wish my brother could still threaten any boy that came near me. I still miss them. I always will. Can we go home? I mutter while gently touching the glass in my arm. What? There's glass in your arm? You broke the mirror? What happened? He shouts. I cringe as I grab onto the glass and slowly pull it out of my skin. Ouch. I drop the bloody shard on the floor and look back up at him. My arm will heal fast. How about now? I ask, my voice cracking. Anna, what happened? He yells at me again while slamming his hand on the counter. I opened my mouth to speak but closed it. I didn't have an excuse. I just had to get out of this bathroom. I feel like the walls are closing in on me. I try and push Tyler out of the way, but I'm not that strong. Ugh. I try again, but he didn't budge. Anna, stop. I didn't listen. I kept trying to push him. Tears were starting to sting my eyes. I just have to get out. Anna, stop, he orders as he grabs my shoulders. No, I want to leave. I fight. Stop acting like a child. Let me out of the damn bathroom, I yell while ripping out of his tempting touch. Would you quit being such a brat? Before I knew it, my hand collided with his cheek. The sound rang through my ears. I turned away and started to cry. What am I doing? Who am I? I just hit Tyler. More and more tears streamed down my cheeks as I crouched down. I'm a monster. I turned around, but Tyler wasn't there. I immediately looked down the hall, but it was clear. I ran back to the hospital room and swung the door open. He wasn't there. Anna, what happened? Katie freaks as she stares at me in this state. I don't even answer. I just leave and run back down the hallway to the front waiting room. Anna, Katie calls as she runs after me. I want Tyler. I want him to hold me and tell me everything will be okay. I want him to tell me I'll always have him. I want him to protect me. All I need is him. I love him. I sprint out the door into the cool night. Tyler, I'm sorry, please. I cry into the night sky. Please, I need you. An arm pulls me into a hug and rubs my back. Katie. I cry on her shoulder while I mumble all about how I hit him and he left. She strokes my hair, then rocks back and forth. Anna, let's go home, okay? He's probably at home. I burst through the door and sprinted up the stairs. I couldn't smell him. I couldn't smell him. I swung our bedroom door open and my heart sunk. He wasn't here. Is he up there? Katie calls from downstairs. No, I weakly yell back. He wasn't here. I couldn't smell him. Where did Tyler go? I sucked up my emotions and went back downstairs to Katie. It's all my fault. I had no right to cry. Anna, I'm sure he's just blowing off steam. He's probably on his way back, Katie assures me and hands me a glass of water. It's not your fault. You're going through a lot, and Tyler understands that. I gulp down the cool water, hoping it will calm me down. I already have my wolf furious at me for hitting him. I guess I let my human emotions take over. I'm gonna go find him. I set the empty glass on the counter and look up at Katie. Oh no, you're not. Her face turned serious, and she crossed her arms over her chest. Not when you have people after you, plus it's nighttime. But I want him. I want to let him know how sorry I am. He wouldn't want you to go out in the woods at night with people after you. He would want you to be safe. I knew she was right. I mean, Tyler wouldn't even let Katie and I got to the mall alone. I just miss him so much. I'm craving him just to have him here. Why would he still want me here anymore? I'm a crappy mate and Luna. He loves you, Anna. He would never let you go, she assures me. It's late. We should get to bed. Yeah, I'll be up in a bit. Okay, just don't stay up too late. Katie heads upstairs, and I walked into the living room. I laid down on the couch. I grabbed the throw pillow and blanket and curled up on the couch. There was no way I could sleep in our bed alone. I was half asleep when I felt warm arms scoop me up. Comfort flooded my body. I grabbed onto his shirt and breathed in his addicting cologne. I'm sorry, I whisper, not opening my eyes. Shh, I love you, Anna. His husky voice filled my ears like a love song. Suddenly I was placed on our soft bed, and I curled up under the covers. The bed dipped down, and Tyler pulled me into his embrace. "I love you too." I turned my head to face him. He leaned in and gently kissed my lips. I turned back and he moved my hair away from my face. He gently kissed behind my ear before the tiredness consumed me. "Hey, Katie, have you seen my phone?" I asked eagerly while going through my purse. "Nope. Last time I saw it was in Tyler's office." "What?" "Oh no," I dropped my purse and rushed to his office. I didn't delete the last few messages. I peeked through the door and saw Tyler on the phone, but my phone was sitting right on his desk, right in front of him. I motioned to my phone and went up to get it. My hand was so close until Tyler grabbed it. He said his goodbyes on the phone and hung up. "I just came to get my phone," I explain, hoping he doesn't find anything mysterious. "Who's texting you, Anna?" Tyler asks, surprising me out of nowhere. "Did he read the messages?" "He must know everything. Maybe he's testing me?" "I don't know what you're talking about." "Last night at the restaurant when you got that message, you freaked out," he states obviously. I'm not going to tell him that a mystery person is threatening me, but I am going to tell him the somewhat truth. It's just I've been a little on edge, and with everything going on, I was paranoid. "Anna, you know that with me you're safe. Then he was cut off by my phone buzzing. I stopped breathing as his eyes traveled down to the screen. "Anna, who wants to meet you?" he questions extremely seriously and protectively. "Oh, chicken shiznit. Anna, what are you hiding from me?" he asked calmly. I could tell he's trying not to yell. Do I tell him? Do I risk that Tyler and his pack could get hurt? Do I lie to him again and lose his trust? I don't want to almost lose Tyler again. I couldn't handle it. Tyler is my mate, my soulmate. He needs to know, right? Yes, he does. I'm not going to be childish or a brat. I'm going to be responsible and honest, like a true Luna. Tyler, I've been keeping something from you. I explained slowly and softly, praying he doesn't flip. I glanced up at him. He took a deep breath. What? He questioned uneasily. Someone has been threatening me. I was cut off by his hands slamming on his desk. I jumped at the sudden burst. He shot up from his seat and threw the phone across the room, crashing against the wall. I was scared. They said they would attack us and hurt you. I didn't know it too. They said not to tell you or else. I'm sorry. I was so scared. They were coming for me. I saw him out the window, and he would constantly message me as if he's following me. I panicked. Please, Tyler, I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to risk anything. He didn't say anything. He just leaned on his desk, looking down. Tyler, I'm so sorry. I should have told you, I mutter quietly. What he said next is what I really didn't want to hear. Anna, maybe you should go meet with him. I know, Tyler, Wait, what? I blurt. He must be joking, right? There's no way I'm meeting this psycho stalker that's been taunting me for the past month. What if something happens to me? Why is Tyler okay with that happening? Am I that easy to let go of? Suddenly, Katie peeks through the door. Hey, you find your phone? She asks casually. I spin around with a panicked glare, and she caught on that something is wrong. She smoothly steps into the room and closes the door behind her. Look, Tyler, whatever she did now, I bet she's really sorry, Katie babbles. She's under a lot of pressure, and sometimes she can lose her mind. But other than that, she's like perfect. I mean, look at her butt, it's... Katie, I hiss at her, stopping her from continuing the ramble. Did she know? Tyler questions. I can tell that he's hurt. It's killing me. I should have told him sooner. How could I be so stupid? Lately, all I've been doing is hurting him. I didn't say anything. I didn't want to look at him. If I did, I would start to cry. Why would he want me to meet him? He would just hand me over, wouldn't he? What's going on? Katie asks, completely confused. She put her hands on her hip and rose an eyebrow. I wasn't planning on explaining and disappointing Katie also. I kept my head down and shuffled to my even more cracked phone on the floor. I swiftly picked it up and rushed out of his suffocating office. It's like I couldn't breathe. Walking down the hallway, I could hear Katie and Tyler talking, but I couldn't make out what they were saying. Maybe Tyler had a good idea. Maybe I should just hand myself over. Maybe I'm going to. Obviously, I'm just a burden on him and his pack, but those people want me. They desire me. They'll fight for me. I never thought I would have to choose between Tyler or someone who would kill for me, someone who needs me. I marched into my old bedroom and locked the door. I couldn't handle being in a room covered in his scent. I guess I made up my mind. I'm meeting with the mystery man today. He told me to meet with him in the clearing on the far east side of the forest. I was going to obey him, even though my wolf was crying for her mate, our mate. But after all, this is what Tyler wanted. I haven't spoke to him or Katie the rest of the day. I'm guessing he enlightened her on the situation. I can't help but wonder what she thought. Did she understand why I did what I did? If she didn't, then I guess I have two people I love against me now. I slipped on my thick jacket and my black boots. It's time to go. I tucked my phone deep in my warm pocket and headed into the cool winter weather. Walking across the field by the training area, I saw Jackson sparring with another wolf. He won the match, but his eyes roamed to me. Crap. I immediately looked away and sped up my walking pace. He could see I was heading into the woods. "Anna!" he called after me. I didn't dare look back. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. "Anna!" I could hear him getting really close. I guess I can't dodge this one. I turned to see him running right up to me. Time to lie. "Hey, what are you doing out here?" he asked, trying to catch his breath. Just going for a walk," I explained simply. "Please don't say that. Tyler will be mad, blah, blah, blah." "You know you shouldn't be out in the forest at night. Tyler will be worried and probably angry." And there it is. Oh well, I already asked him. He just said to be quick. I lied through my teeth. I couldn't help but feel super guilty. Really? Well, I was just going to see him now, so I guess I'll see you when you get back. I could tell he didn't believe me, but I'm the Luna now, and Tyler stressed on everyone not to disrespect me. Even though I thought he was being a little dramatic. We said our goodbyes, and I took in a deep breath. That was close. I hurried up and made my way to the clearing. The same one that Tyler broke a guy's neck right in front of me when I went after him. As I got closer, I started to feel uneasy and very nervous. I have an extremely unsettling pinch in my stomach. I walked past the last couple trees until I stepped foot in the empty plain of grass. I scanned the surrounding area looking for the guy, the man that wanted me, that stalked me. A cool breeze blew my hair back, sending shivers down my spine. Someone is here. I could feel it. I was not alone. And I was scared. "There's my precious, gorgeous, mysterious, perfect lady." An unknown voice rung in my ears. Betrayal raked over me. What have I done? I'm with the enemy. I betrayed Tyler, Katie, my father, Jackson, my family, and my pack. All to feel needed. A hand slithered up my arm. Disgust flooded my bones. It felt so wrong, so forced. I tugged away and spun around to come face to face with him. "Who are you?" I questioned, trying to stay strong. "I need to be tough." His hand lifted and touched my cheek gently, cupping my head in his hand. "Our children will be strong, beautiful, indestructible," he thought out loud. He was a nice-looking man, tall, muscular, but not a bodybuilder. His hair was pitch black, and he had black stubble on his chin. But to me, he was nothing to be compared to my mate. "Who are you?" I asked again, but not as confident. Fear was dripping off my body by now. "Soon you will be one too," he whispered into my ear. My heart thumped against my chest and my palms felt clammy. "Who are you?" I shouted, wanting an answer. "Richard." The name left his mouth, sounding like a sin to my ears. I felt so weak in his presence, like he was stealing my strength. "I can't wait until I have you." His hand traveling down my back. Suddenly, I was pushed against his chest by his hand. His lip assaulted my neck as I squirmed to get free. I shoved him hard and he lost his grip on me. An evil smirk plastered on his face. "Why don't you just steal me now?" I hissed at him while I wiped my neck, trying to get rid of his unwanted kisses. That would be too easy. Plus, I like a fight. Richard's voice was almost threatening. He's warning me. I turned away from him and tried to comprehend what just happened. What have I done? I turned back around. I stopped when I saw he wasn't here anymore. He's gone, but his scent still lingered in the thick air. I didn't wait 1 second before rushing back to the house. What he said, one thing that he said scared me the most. Soon you will be one too. The 6 words felt as if I was cursing. The way he talked about our kids. Him having me, stealing me now, would be too easy. He wanted to take me in front of everyone as his prize. I walked up to the house and pushed all of the thoughts about the fight I had with Tyler out of my head. I had other things to worry about now. I pushed the front door open and casually walked in, pretending nothing happened. I looked up to see Jackson, Katie, and Tyler sitting in the living room. This cannot be good. "How was your walk?" Tyler asked, laced with anger. "It was fine." I stopped when he looked up at me with dark eyes. The scent. Richard's scent. It's on me. I must have forgotten about that minor detail that now has become ginormous. My body hit the wall behind me hard as Tyler held me back roughly by my shoulders. "Who were you with?" he boomed at me. You were with him, weren't you?" Suddenly he was ripped off of me by Jackson. I started to panic. My head became light. "Yes, I was with him," I confessed blankly. "You told me to." My words were poison. Katie had to join Jackson to help hold Tyler. I'm only making it worse. But right now I don't really care. "Find someone else." Murderous. My words were murderous. Tyler stopped fighting against Jackson and Katie. I couldn't look back. I wouldn't be able to handle the pain. Footsteps fled the room, and so did my heart. "Anna, fix it," Katie demanded from behind me. And so I made my way to Tyler's office. 5 more steps, 4 more steps, 3 more steps, 2 more steps, 1 more step. The 2 white doors in front of me looked heavier than ever. I took multiple deep breaths before slowly reaching for one of the handles. The cool metal chilled my shaky hands before I peeled open the door. I scanned the room until I saw Tyler standing and staring out the window. He didn't even twitch when I entered his office. Tyler just stood there, staring through the clear glass. I guess that I would make the first move. "Tyler, I wasn't thinking. I know I've been messed up lately. It's just because I don't know what to do. I felt so alone. I thought that going to him would make me feel wanted." I stopped when I noticed Tyler's hand curl up into threatening fists. I knew that he was dying to look at me, but something inside him was fighting it. "I thought that you didn't want me," I whispered, almost as if I was talking to myself. I slowly started to make my way over to him. He still didn't show any sign of speaking. I carefully reached my hand out and gently placed it on his tense shoulder. "It scares me." He started and turned around to face me. "It scares me when I think about losing you. I don't even know what I would do without you, Anna. I didn't mean what I said earlier, about you going to him. I know. I went because, when you said to go, the only thing I thought of was how easy it seemed for you to let me go." I looked up and gazed into his deep blue eyes. Just being near him makes me restless. He didn't speak. He just pulled me into his embrace. His strong arms held me tight, while his hands slowly rubbed my back soothingly. I wanted to stay like this forever. I wanted to stay in his arms. His hand combed my hair from my face, and I looked back up at him. I reached up until our lips were millimeters apart. He gently brushed his addictive lips against mine, and my body couldn't hold it in anymore. I wanted him. Our lips moved in synchronization, only growing more hungry. An electric sensation of pure pleasure flowed through my body. I ran my hands through his soft hair, only making him more restless. Tyler swiftly tugged at my bottom lip, but I didn't grant him an entrance. He groaned, then suddenly squeezed my behind, making me gasp. He didn't wait a second before taking advantage of the moment, and his tongue explored my mouth. I left a soft moan into our kiss. We pulled away, needing air. Our foreheads rested against each other while I breathed heavy. Tyler, I'm ready. I want to. Before he could answer, the office door swung open and Katie barged in. Tyler let out a groan in frustration, and I turned to her with a deadly glare. She didn't even notice how angry we were, but she seemed worried. Anna, your dad's here. She breathed out like she sprinted here from miles away. What? I yelled at her and pulled away from Tyler. What do you mean my dad's here? Katie rolled her eyes before grabbing my wrist and dragging me out of the office and down the hallway. I tried fighting out of her hold, but when I saw my father standing in the living room, everything seemed to pause. He was there. After weeks of not seeing him, he had to come now. I pulled my wrist out of Katie's arm and brushed off the invisible dirt of my clothes. Hey, Dad. He didn't wait 1 second before getting straight to the point. I'm here with news, he says extremely seriously. I nodded in response and motioned for Katie and Jackson to leave the room. I turned to Tyler and grabbed his hand. I pulled him to the couch and sat us down across from my dad. What is it? I asked eagerly. He wants a fight. Well, he did say that he wanted a fight, but I didn't think he meant literally. You go meet a guy for a couple minutes and now they plan on destroying your pack? Geez, I'd rather be making out with Tyler instead of this. Wow, I really just thought that. Who wants a fight? Tyler questions with irritation laced in his tone. Richard, the man that I've been fighting against for years, my father says tiredly. My heart crumbled at his words. He's been fighting him for years. Years. Just because of me. The rage that I held against my dad for lying about his death was starting to fade. He was doing it to protect me. It made it look like I died too. That's what he meant when he first came to me weeks ago. Richard, who the hell does this guy think he is? Tyler rants, but I cut him short. He warned me, I think out loud. He said that he won't take me without a fight. Anna, what do you mean he warned you? My father asks carefully. He spoke to you? Uh-oh. I meant with him today. You what? I don't see that. Anna, what the hell were you thinking? He's dangerous, Dad scolds me. He could have taken you, hurt you, yeah, he could have hurt you. I could tell that he hadn't been a real parent in a while. I turned back to Tyler just to see him completely agreeing with my dad. I told her, Mr. Evans, he mutters. I rolled my eyes and leaned back into the couch. Okay, I get it, continue. The two men stopped their ranting and calmed down. My father took a deep breath before continuing with his urgent news. I've been told that he's coming soon, with others. Richard is planning an attack against your pack, and he won't stop until he gets what he wants, believe me. Well, when do you estimate the attack will be? Tyler asks, all in business mode. I have to say, I like business mode. It could be tomorrow, for all I know. Tyler groans, then stands up. I'm going to go prepare the pack just in case. He walks out of the room, leaving me alone with my dad. I hesitantly turn back to him and somewhat smile. Is he treating you right? Dad asks. You should be worried about how I'm treating him, I mutter into my palms. Why is that? I've been a handful lately. You've always been a handful, darling, Dad chuckles. Seeing the small smile on his face lit up my heart. It reminds me of when Mom and he would take my sister, brother, and I to the park. Devin and Stella would chase me around the playground, and I would run screaming for Daddy to protect me. He would pick me up on his shoulders, and I would laugh at my siblings because they couldn't reach me. It's nice to see you again, Dad, I say thoughtfully. He smiles in response. Suddenly, Katie walks back into the living room and sits down beside me. Hey, there's some people outside, she informs me with boredom as she shoves her hand in a chip bag. Dad and I immediately look at each other. How many people, Katie? I don't know. Like, a lot. Suddenly, Katie walks back into the living room and sits down beside me. Hey, there's some people outside, she informs me with boredom as she shoves her hand in a chip bag. Dad and I immediately look at each other. How many people, Katie? I don't know. Like a lot. Dad and I immediately shot out of our seats, and panic rushed through my bones. My glare switched between Katie and my father multiple times as I thought of the possibilities. The possibility that those people outside aren't here for directions to the nearest restaurant. "Where's Alpha Parker?" Dad quickly ordered. I stumbled over my words. "I don't know." "Where was my mate? What do we do? Should we go see what they want? Does Tyler already know what they're here for? Is it even them?" "I'll go check his office." I rushed out of the living room and turned towards the long hallway. I hurried in the direction of the big white doors, but Tyler came bursting through them. He ran up to me and gripped my shoulders. His eyes were becoming darker as I stared into them. Suddenly, Jackson followed after him out of the office. "Anna, stay in the house. Do not go outside," Tyler begged as his hands still gripped me tightly. "Get Katie and go up to our room, okay?" I swiftly nodded my head multiple times before going back to the living room with Tyler and Jackson. "Anna, Katie, get upstairs." I grabbed Katie's arm and dragged her up the steps and into the bedroom. I locked the door and rushed to the window to see if I could catch a glimpse of anything. "Anna, what's happening?" Katie freaked. "I don't know. Tyler just told me to get upstairs and not to go outside." I didn't see much through the window, just the tree line that leads to the forest. I turned back to Katie, who was now laying spread out on the bed. "What do you think it is?" I asked her. She lifted up her head. "It could be anything," she answered simply. I peered back out the window, but this time I saw groups of wolves charging from behind the trees. "Katie, look!" Before I knew it, Katie was standing beside me and pulling back the velvety curtain. "This can't be good," she muttered. "What do we do?" "Stay up here and don't go outside." "What? We have to help!" I protested. "Believe me, they won't need our help," Katie said simply and let go of the curtain, covering the window. "What? Why? Have you seen Tyler fight? He could take them all. They're only about 60, maybe 70 wolves." She sat back down on the bed and picked at her nails. "Tyler can kill 70 wolves. Dang! Even though he could take them, part of me was still worried about him. What if something happens? I started to hear sounds of fighting, screams, yelling. How was Tyler prepared for this? He didn't seem worried at all, just angry. "Come on, it will be over soon." Katie called to me and patted the seat beside her on the bed. "How did they get into our territory?" Jackson yelled at everyone in the living room. I had extra protection set up on the borders. Tyler muttered. "Who were they?" Katie panicked. "Look, we need to just calm down," I suggested and stood up to get everyone's attention. The attack was small, more like a warning. My dad said that he didn't see Richard or any important leaders of their group. I didn't see anything. I was locked up with Katie in the bedroom until Tyler came to get us. When he knocked on the door and said that it was him, relief came over me. I swung the door open and practically jumped into his strong arms. He didn't even have one scratch or one bruise. Anna's right. Panic will not help. My dad agreed. Tyler, Jackson, and my father took care of the whole attack. They didn't have to call for help. I guess when they all work together, they're like a dream team. Jackson informs the pack. They must be very confused, Tyler ordered. I could tell he was stressed. I wanted to help him relax. I wanted to get his mind off things. "Why don't we all get some rest and deal with everything in the morning? Alpha Evens, you're welcome to stay here for the night." My father nodded and accepted Tyler's offer. Jackson left and Katie headed upstairs. "I'll take you to your room, Dad." I lead him upstairs and opened one of the guest bedroom doors. "I hope this will do. There are a new toothbrush and toothpaste in the bathroom. I can get you a change of clothes?" I offered kindly. "Thank you, Anna, for everything." I smiled and quickly grabbed a change of clothes for Dad. He thanked me again and he headed to bed. I sighed and turned to our bedroom door and skipped in to see Tyler coming out of the bathroom. He had taken a shower. I could tell by his wet hair and the towel around his waist. His bare chest was exposed, showing off his toned muscles. Water droplets beaded down his skin, causing me to grow restless. He strutted his way up towards me and brushed a stray hair behind my ear. "I didn't forget what you said earlier.